It's a really lovely day today. I have my E-Flite Commander mPd. Let's get it up in the air. This is one of my absolutely favorite low-wing RC planes, so it's in the same class as the E-Flite Air Tractor, the E-Flite Cherokee, the Cirrus, the RV7. I think all of these RC planes are really great, and I especially dig this Commander. It's such a great plane just to do aerobatics with. It's a really gentle and majestic look to it when you fly this RC plane. Although being a blue and white RC plane, I think the colors look really nice, and I have no problems just to orientate this RC plane. It's really a sweet one. You can do inverted loops, just super well controlled. And the great thing, I've modified mine, so I have 4-inch bro wheels and I can do touch and goes in a really good way. I mean, it doesn't nose over, even if I have a little bit of a steep angle, I can easily just pull the elevator and have it level again. So it's just a fun plane to do all sorts of things, and especially touch and goes then. So as far as slow flying, I think this Commander is just a fantastic one. I've done flap setting according to the manual, so I haven't done anything fiddling with it. It just works right out of the box, and even with these larger and heavier wheels, it just works great. I mean, it's just so fun to have an RC plane that you can do these touch and goes with. So what separates good RC planes from bad RC planes is, first off, I mean, how they fly, if they are squirrely or have any odd behavior, and this one doesn't have any odd behavior. And then second, if you have like a great slow flying RC plane, that means that you have a good lift, it's a good design. So and this one certainly does have a good slow flying capability. And then if you have been able to go like touch and goes and have no problems taking off or landing on grass. Now that's just the third thing. So this one does it all. And on top of that, it's a really great aerobatic RC plane. You can toss it around in the sky. It does roll really nice. You can do everything, even snappier things like snap rolls and such. I mean, just fantastic. I think it not only is it able, it's also a beautiful RC plane. And I think that when you have these larger wheels also, it does make this plane, according to me at least, a more beautiful RC plane than having these wheel pants. So that's just a personal preference, but I mean, it's just a fantastic one. I really love to fly this inverted. It's so well behaved. Don't have to worry about things, roll inverted. Go quite low without having any worrying thing. And then you have like these thumb rolls on the end inverted, which is a thing I like to do. So easy to enter and so easy to exit also. When you have like landing flaps, I mean, there is no ballooning, it just slows down the RC plane. I think that's a thing that separates E-Flite from many other brands when it comes to RC planes, that they are so well tuned. So you don't have to do much as an end user, more or less just assemble it in the way it's supposed to be assembled. And then you have a really rewarding flying experience. And then again, if you have like, I mean, FMF's RC planes are really great also. And it appears like maybe like Arrow's FMS and also E-Flite and X-Fly, most of the planes they appear to be built at the same factory, or at least with the kind of same technique. But it also differs on how they fly, because I think E-Flite and FMS in general, they fly much better than most other brands. I mean, such a well-controlled stall turn. So I would really wish for this one to have a float option. That would be sweet. I wouldn't hesitate to purchase another one to have just at my summer house to do float flying. Of course I could purchase one and modify it, but I would really like to see E-Flite doing more planes, and especially low-wing RCR planes with floats, because the only low-wing RCR plane from E-Flite that I know of is the Air Tractor, and the Air Tractor is just a fantastic RCR plane. So I mean, I would like to see like the RV7 and this Commander in particular to do floats. That would be just fantastic. As you can see, I mean, touch and go landings, they are just super easy. It's time to get this bird down. Landing is really enjoyable with this Commander. That's a fantastic flying RCR plane. I really love this RCR plane. This RCR plane is just sweet flying. I mean, it floats so really well. I think it's also featured with flaps. Of course, I do miss LED lights, which honestly would make this one almost perfect. I think the modification I have done with these wheels, then the 4-inch the Pro air-filled wheels, really help this one to work on, I would suspect, on all surfaces. Of course you cannot have really tall grass, but other than that I think it's just a great modification. And honestly I think that this one looks a little bit more mean with these wheels also. So certainly a thing I would do if you consider this RCR plane, because I think the wheel pans, they do look nice and sleek. But with these wheels then you can handle the ground handling so much better. To do touch and goes works just perfect. So I mean, it's just a great flying RCR plane. I really like the look of this RCR plane, and in a way it actually do grow on me. So at first I thought that, well, you have the RV7, it's a really nice RCR plane, and you also have like the Hobby King slow poke, for instance, which is kind of similar size and a little bit the design also, but I think this one just ticks many boxes when it comes to how it flies, and honestly you can just glide with this RCR plane in a really nice way. So it's although it's kind of hefty, a little bit weight to it, it just handles fantastic in the air. So really one of my favorite low-wing RCR planes. So I mean, E-Flite and all other manufacturers, please bring more low-wing RCR planes that are not warbirds, because I mean there are quite few actually, if you just look at foam RCR planes in this size. So I mean, just keep them coming and we will certainly just buy them and try them. So I mean, that's just my opinion of low-wing RCR planes, and then in this case this Commander mPd.